Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk a little bit about that budget that the House sent up, Republicans in the House sent up, and acted like it was a great, big, huge victory, and some contradictory messages, and nerves of steel, because apparently McCarthy has them. Okay, so the ink isn't even dry on this budget yet. And reporting has started to highlight some discrepancies in what McCarthy is said to have told the various factions within the Republican Party. Because remember, they can't agree on anything. They all want something different. So, according to the New York Times, while he was, quote, beseeching his colleagues privately to back the bill, Mr. McCarthy repeatedly told them to ignore the substance of the measure, which would never become law, and instead focus on the symbolic victory of passing any legislation to show Mr. Biden they were serious about their demand for spending cuts. I mean, just saying that in and of itself is something else, but there's more. There's another piece of reporting that says that McCarthy promised conservatives late Tuesday night that the debt ceiling bill they voted on yesterday was a floor, not a ceiling. McCarthy, he said, told them he would personally oppose and fight against any debt ceiling agreement that doesn't include all of the red meat provisions in the House bill. So the short version here is that McCarthy went to the moderates and was like, this is never going to become law. Don't even worry about what's in it. It's just a starting place. It won't be this drastic. And then he went to the hardliners and was like, hey, this is just the beginning. We're going to do more. I mean, that's something else. These people work in the same building. I hope they don't talk to each other or read these reports. They might get pretty upset. And given the fact that McCarthy significantly lowered what it required to remove him as Speaker, he better hope that none of them get in their feelings about this. I would imagine that other factions of the Republican Party were probably told other things as well. If this reporting is accurate, New York Times and Politico, if it's accurate, then there's probably going to be more to come out. But the important part for everybody watching to remember is even the Republicans don't actually want this. In order to vote for it, some of them had to be reassured that this wasn't going to be the actual bill. That doesn't provoke a lot of confidence. Of course, I would suggest, given the fact that their main messaging is, hey, we passed a bill, now you have to negotiate, says the same thing. And given the fact that they're not actually going out and telling people everything that they cut, that probably says the same thing as well. Those Republicans who are in swing states who voted for this, they might be really upset because they have taken a very risky vote now that they may have to answer for later. So my guess is that there will be conversations between the different factions, and there might be some arguments that kind of spring up. Yeah, things in the House are going great. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.